Welcome everybody to your dirty 30 minutes. I don't know. Let me do this again. Let me get this set up. I was getting all like hype. I was all about the song and the tunes, and then I didn't set this up, and I'm all over the damn place. Okay? So, welcome to your dirty 30 minutes on a Friday. My name is Monique Bryan, and I am your success coach, which means I not only cheer you on in your business, but I also give you the tools and the roadmap to get where you want to go on the path to living your juicy, delicious life. And that all starts with building your juicy, delicious business. So I am also the creator of your hashtag JDB, which is your Juicy Delicious Business, which is an online course. Registration is opening soon. And that is a 5-week live training where we go through some amazing tools, your roadmap, what is it you need to get situated, and I bring in like some rock star experts week to week to help you get there. Welcome to the 1 year. Welcome everybody who's coming on. And today we are talking about people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Hey Danielle, welcome girl. And this topic is near and dear to my heart because this is really why I've created the type of consulting, coaching firm, whatever you want to call it, that I do. And it also dictates the type of clients that I work with. So this whole concept was coined by Simon Sinek, who, if anybody does not know who Simon Sinek is, if you have not read his books, if you have not listened to his TED Talk, you are missing out. You are missing out. Thank you, Danielle. Thank you. Am I gorgeous? Am I looking well today? Thank you. And hey, Wendy. Welcome, welcome. And Simon Sinek has written Start with Why, Find Your Why, and Leaders Eat Last. I'm more than happy to have you, Wendy. I love having you on. And I remember the first time I ever heard his TED Talk, it like changed the trajectory of how I do business. And it was all about him talking to your why. And people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. Hey, welcome, welcome. Hey, Monica, how are you? And when you look at what it is, when you make buying decisions, right? A lot of the times, 80% of the times you make buying decisions, they are from an emotional place. And then we use our logical part of our brain to rationalize why buying it was okay. And that is how that is actual rooted in biology. That isn't my opinion, that is biology. There are parts of our brains that make the decisions, and there's parts of our brains that take in the logic and that makes sense. But when you know when you don't want to do something, or somebody is trying to sell you something and you're like, I want to, but it just doesn't feel right. And he talks about this. And I remember when I first heard this, hey, how she hustles, welcome. It was like, it's hard to explain that thing when somebody's logically telling you how their product or service can help you. And you're like, listen to all of the benefits and you're like, yes, that makes total sense. Yeah. But then it's like, well, it just doesn't feel right. How do you explain a feeling? How do you explain it just doesn't feel right? There's actually a part of your brain that does not, the one that makes the decisions, does not recognize language. But it's called the limbic part of your brain. And it doesn't recognize language, so it can't actually articulate why it doesn't feel right. So if you watch this TED Talk, guys, watch his TED Talk, and you will get the whole science behind how people make decisions. But really what it comes down to is people want to work with and follow brands, services, companies that they believe in, right? And you want to develop a tribe and an audience of people who believe what you believe, right? So in my case, for any of you guys who don't know, I am a breast cancer survivor, and prior to getting breast cancer, I was relatively, I was happy. I had started 2 different businesses prior to this one. I had taken a break from entrepreneurship and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go get a job and just chill out. And yes, getting a job for an entrepreneur is like chilling out, because you just are not on the hustle for a change, and you can come in at 9, leave at 5, do your work, whatever. And, you know, I do this once in a while over the last 10 years, just to be like, oh, it'd be nice to get a steady paycheck for a while. And every time I'm 3 months in and I'm like, this is not for me. This is not where I want to be. I'm not happy. And in this case, what ended up happening is I got diagnosed with breast cancer 3 months into this new job. And, you know, everyone's always like, you know, when people say things happen for a reason, first of all, if somebody you know gets cancer, don't ever say that to them, because I'm telling you, you may get slapped. Ain't nobody with cancer want to hear that shit, okay? However, everything happens for a reason. But at the time, because it's such a scary thing, do not say that to somebody. Please do not say it to someone. Because I was a super healthy, I was a health fanatic, I was happy. You know it's rude, Monica, trust me, you know. I thought I was doing everything right. I used to tell people about how to take care of themselves, and then I got cancer. And I was like, holy shit, what have I been doing wrong? And there is no answer to that, right? You ask the doctor, I asked all my team of doctors, nobody has the answer for why it is. It just is what it is. Thank you, Wedding Stella, I appreciate that. So this time last year, I was undergoing chemotherapy and I was laid up and laid out, okay? Chemo is no joke, okay? I literally was like dead to the world. And when I was finished treatment, finished surgery, finished all of these things, you know, my brain one day, literally at 3 o'clock in the morning, like woke up, like a light bulb went off. And I was like, I'm back. My brain's back. I'm smart again, you know? And I decided from that moment, I would not waste another day doing something I don't want to be doing, or doing something I'm not passionate about. So I looked at my skill set and I was like, I've been coaching, consulting, and advising on business development for years. Sometimes for free, sometimes I would charge people. It doesn't matter. Like, that is my heart's joy. But it wasn't just any type of business, and it wasn't just any type of person I would like to coach. It's like I wanted to work with women who were passionate about aligning their purpose with what they do best, and not settling, and having like this deep rooted desire to live their best life. And because that's where I was coming from. I don't want to work with people who I have to drag them through their business. I don't want to work with people who are just about the money. The money is important. I am not talking about not making money. Like, if you are not making money, you are not in business. Hands down, okay? However, I didn't want to work with anybody who was just about making money and not about the passion that was pushing them forward. Because, guys, you know, we talked about this week already. It's like that passion that you have for what you're doing will get you through the hardest moments in time, okay? When your clients aren't coming in the door, when you send out the wrong email blasts, when you have a bad partnership, or your client doesn't pay you, or, you know, whatever it is, your passion for what you're doing, your why for what you're doing is going to push you to the next level. It's going to push you through the next day. The money isn't going to be the thing. Thank you, Wendy. Wendy said preach. It is not going to be the money. The money is not going to be the thing, guys. It just isn't. And when you have decided, or you have recognized what your why is, what it is, that thing that gets you up in the morning, that pushes you through, that keeps you up late at night working on your dream, that is a rare thing. It's a beautiful thing. Hold on to that. And guys, if you guys have your why and you know what it is, please put it in the comments. I want to know what it is, because that will always push you forward. And there is no better feeling than knowing that. And if you don't know what your why is, I really encourage you to go read one of his books, Start With Why, or Find Out Your Why by Simon Sinek, and do nothing else but figure that out. Honestly, your why will drive you every time. It'll dictate who you hire. It'll dictate your partnerships. It'll dictate your clients that you work with. It will dictate so much for you. And people recognize passion and why. People want to follow and buy from people who believe what they believe. So when I had a conversation with someone this week who was looking at my branding, and she was like, what makes you different? What makes you as a coach different? Because she was trying to get it out of me, right? Like, she wasn't like challenging me. She was like really trying to like get that out of me so she could articulate it back to me. And, at the time I was really confronted. I was just like, well, anyone who knows me knows I'm different. But it was hard for me to articulate it. And what I realized after I got off the phone with her is my why is what makes me different. People who believe what I believe are the ones who are going to join me, are the ones who are going to hire me, are the ones who are going to work with me. That's all that matters. Being able to articulate it in your copy, in your brand messaging is important, but it's from the logical part of the brain, right? So people can put you in a box in their brain and say, you do this, you do coaching, you do business, you work with entrepreneurs. So they're like, okay, I understand what you do. But the reason that has them buy from you to make that move is your why. That is why they buy from you versus anybody else. How many coaches are out there? 9 million? There's so many business coaches out there, right? That do different things, that focus on branding, that focus on your brand story, that focus on your roadmap. Like, what I'm doing isn't unique, but who I am is. My message is different. How I approach each client is different. How I work with each woman is different. I see you and you'll only know this from working with me. I see you first, and then I see your business and the business in you, and how do we mesh those things together? If your business is so disconnected from who you are, it's either if you don't see it, I'll help you see it, or we won't work together. Because you spend so much time in your business. If you're so disconnected from what it is that you're building in the world, then I can't help you. That's what makes me different. I'm not just gonna go take on anybody and be like, okay, give me your money, let's work. No. It's like, we are gonna believe the same things, or we're not gonna work together, because I want my tribe with me. I wanna support you in the best way possible. You know what I'm saying? And Coach Kelly, welcome, girl. So some of you put your why in here. Wendy said, my why is making sure someone has a safe, happy place to call home. Yes, like, oh my gosh, your home is your sanctuary, right? Like, for you to be able to deliver that to people, and Wendy's in real estate, and it's like, there's nothing else like it. And I'm in the middle of redecorating right now, so I know that feeling when my environment is not what it's supposed to be. If you don't have, for people who don't have a safe, happy home to go to call their own, it's like, we take that for granted if you have that, right? So that is amazing. Jamila, I'm going to find that TED Talk. It's been a challenge for me to define it. Yes, succinctly. Absolutely. Simon just put in, I actually have it up on my computer right now. So it's under how great ideas inspire action. And it's Simon Sinek. So I'm going to put his name in here in the comments so you guys can find it for anyone who doesn't know him. There you go. Yes, get on that. Nicole O'Salmon, helping women to bounce back from their setback, get clear, and live their courageous life. Girl, you and I curated that. That is perfect and wonderful. And if you know Nicole's story, like, go on NicoleO'Salmon.com, and she has an amazing story. And it's all about being a bounce back boss, okay? And we all have setbacks in our life, and sometimes that takes us out of the game. Right? So Nicole, I love that you're dedicating your business and your life to that. Because that is, you and I believe the same things. You and I are in that same tribe. It's the things that hold us, things happen to us, and we can make it mean a lot of things, but it's our bounce back rate that defines who we are. 100%. So, Nicole, she's one of my tribe. She knows we are on the same page when it comes to that. Wedding Stella says, my why is helping people celebrate life events and creating happy memories. Yes, I love that. Our memories are all that we have, guys. All of the things that we have are second rate to the memories that we create. And, Stella, you're doing weddings, and I have to say, I got married 2 years ago, and my wedding was one of the happiest days of my life. 100%. And it wasn't, yes, my husband is amazing, but everything around it, the wedding planner that I had, my wedding party, the things that were curated, all in the name of my day, like, I will never forget that memory in time. It is frozen in my mind in time. So thank you for posting that. That's 100%. I love that as a why. So guys, you're seeing some of the people posting their whys here. So ask yourself, what is your why, right? And my biggest, like, you guys know the catalyst that pushed me into where I am today, right? It was cancer. But what I want to share with the world, what I want to like drill down for people, what I want to like, and I'm trying to get it out here. I'm not articulating it the way I want, but basically I don't want cancer to be the thing that pushes you into your dream. That is my message. That is my why. That is what gets me up in the morning. That's what has me want to work with women and help them build the business of their dreams, their juice, and I call it your juicy, delicious business, right? Because if it's not juicy and delicious, and I got that from one of my coaches, she says things like juicy, delicious all the time. And I'm like, that is so tactile, right? It's like juicy, delicious business. Like, what is better than that? What is better than, there's nothing better than that. When you can say that about your business and you can say that about your life, you are there. You are wherever it is you're trying to go, wherever it is you're trying to be, right? So I'm just scrolling down your comments. Coach Kelly says, my why is building brands that leave a legacy. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Because people want to leave their mark, right? Like, we're here and then we're gone. It's really that simple. So thank you, Coach Kelly, for posting that. And I want to build a legacy. So you're speaking to me, right? Like, I want to build I want to build something that is left here after I am no longer here that serves a purpose for other people. And if you think about all the people you guys may follow, it's like, think about people who are no longer here and you still read their books. You still listen to their message. The TED Talks that are on here, it's like, are going to be here. They're not going anywhere. Like, after we're gone, they will still be here. After that person is no longer with us. So guys, create things in the world that matter and that you can leave here when you're not here, right? And that speak to who you are. That's huge. That's huge. Oh, you love my energy. Thank you so much. I try to be a light for people because I know what it's like to be all by yourself, trying to build a business, having it suck, and not knowing what to do. And I refuse to let women suffer in that way when you don't have to. When you don't have to. Azetta says, my why is to inspire Black brides and fellow women of color who feel undervalued in an industry that is not common to see magazine covers with women who do not look like me. Yes, yes, yes. Azetta, go get it, girl. Okay? I bought like 9 million wedding magazines, and those are like $15 a magazine, some of them. So add that up. And no, most of the women in there, I'd say 90% of the women did not look like me in there. They didn't. So thank you for being the one who's going to put that out in the world. And guys, I love that we're going through this exercise. And now look at where your why is in your messaging. Go back to your website. Go back to your Instagram bio. Go back to your copy. Go back to the posts that you're doing. Go back to your partnerships. Is your why in there somewhere? Do people know why you do what you do? And if they don't, you are missing out on a grand opportunity to build your audience, to have your tribe follow you. So take your why, write it down, and let it be your compass. It is your compass for why you're doing what you're doing. It is your compass for how you hire, who you hire to work with you, to how you build your team, right? Because anybody will work for you for a paycheck. But if they believe what you believe, they will put their blood, sweat, and tears up in your business. You know what I mean? And that's who you want. You want people on the same page. Your belief will push you through every time, guys. Thank you. Am I an amazing, talented, motivational speaker? Thank you. I appreciate that, Monica. I am going to be speaking at eCode in Atlanta, June 23rd, at the Posh Girls Club, eCode. And it's my first time in Atlanta, my first time there. It's going to be exciting. I'm going to be giving a really cool, juicy, delicious business blueprint takeaway. That's expanded version, not the one that's on the email list. If you guys are not on the email, click the link in the bio, go sign up, get me in your inbox twice a week for any of the past videos you've missed and any new cool things that are coming up, events. I'm going to be doing my book list soon, like not my book, but the books that I love to read and the ones that have inspired me to move forward. So get on the email list, guys. You don't want to miss that. If you are in Atlanta, please put your, I know Wendy, if you're still on, I'll see you there. Yes. I'm so excited because it's Hotlanta one. And I mean, I only hear good things. So any of you lady bosses there, you're in Atlanta, Coach Kelly? Oh, yes. Check it. See if you can I'd love to meet you. There's a Facebook event for E-Code. If you go on Posh Girls Club, Wendy, if you want to put Posh Girls Club in the comments, that would be awesome. You can go to the link in the bio and go get the tickets, which would be cool. Have you wrote a book? If so, you really need to. I am in the middle of many a thing that I can't talk about, but I have not written the book yet. There's nothing out there yet for you guys to purchase in terms of books. Yes, Coach Kelly, I'd like to see you in Atlanta. I would love to see all of you guys in Atlanta. I think it would be super hot. So yes, go to the Posh Girls Club and I will see you there. I'll be speaking there. And if you are in Toronto, come out to this kick-ass workshop / panel that's happening on April the 25th. We are going to have, I'm bringing my team of experts. Nicole Salmon's going to be on the panel and you're going to get some cool takeaways. And it's at Make Lemonade, and it's in combination with She Does the City, which is a really huge women's platform here in Toronto. So tickets, again, link in the bio. Go get it. I'd love to see you. It's going to be fun and hot, and I'll be there. I'm going to be hosting. I'm going to be mediating. I'm going to be running the whole show, okay? So I would love to see you there. And what else do I have to say? Nothing else. Nothing else for today, except that it's Friday, and I think, you know, we're alive. I think that's what I'm going to leave you with. Like, whenever you're feeling down, whenever you're upset about something, wherever you're like, this isn't working, wherever you're like, I don't know what to do with myself, and this isn't, and I go through this like on a daily, okay? On a daily, right? Because I'm still undergoing different types of treatments and medications to make sure the cancer stays away, and I have my moments where I'm like, oh, life, why did I get cancer? And then I get this voice that says, Monique, you're here. You're alive. You're as healthy. You're healthier than a lot of people, even though you had cancer. So knock it off and go get shit done. So that's what I'm saying to you guys. Knock it off and go get shit done. Because as long as you're here, you have the ability to make a change, to make a difference in someone else's life. And you're helping other people is going to help you get to where you need to be. So Danielle, that one was for you, girl, because I know you going through something, and I'm telling you, you are meant to do something and be here, but you may want to go connect with why you do whatever it is you do, and whatever it is you're looking for is going to show up for you. So ladies, yes, lift another up today. Help out a sister today and go enjoy an amazing weekend. Yes, Monica says, that's right, no going back. Damn straight. Wendy says, you are needed here and you are living your purpose-driven life. Yes, thank you, Wendy. Guys, do not make me cry on my live, okay? It was like, so I did not mean to get all like, I have all of these notes of the things I was going to say, and I only said like 50% of it, and I'm like, just moved by who you guys are and being here and interacting with me. I appreciate you guys being on here Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm here for your dirty 30 minutes with me. If there are topics you really want me to cover, guys, DM me, send it to me, and let's talk about it. Yes. And also, I am also looking for really cool events to go speak at. So if you know any that are coming up, please DM me, because I am on the hunt for more of my tribe, for more people who think like I think, like-minded women. I think we're all looking for that, right? So thank you. You needed to say what you all needed to say, what we all needed to hear, lady. Thank you. You have a beautiful weekend too. Take care of each other, and I'll see you on Monday. Okay? All right. Bye.